Hey guys, how's it going? My name is RedMaster here with Cards and Castles 2, the sequel to the fan favorite Cards and Castles 1, which will soon be receiving a mobile launch very soon, if not by the time this video goes out. So I wanted to kind of make this video as a way to show you guys some of the key differences between the first and second games, as there's going to be a lot of people making the transition and exploring this game for the first time and not really understanding what it is this game has to offer and what is potentially new. There is a previous video that I have made about this, but I think it could use some updating, as even since then we've received an awesome plethora of support that is making this game more and more fun by the minute. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take you guys on a journey to explore all of what this game has to offer. And of course, where better to start in a video like this than with the cards themselves, how the backbone that makes up Cards and Castles. And of course, a lot of the cards that you come to know in Cards and Castles 1 have made the transition over to Cards and Castles 2, albeit in a bit of a newer, more evolved form to match what this game is doing. But rest assured, a lot of your favorite characters are coming back strong in this new game. Hell, even some with some different art styles and artwork, much like the Skeletal Pirate here, which is rocking a brand new look. And maybe even some new characters you have not seen before, such as the Snowy Owl make an appearance in this game. A lot to explore with the existing card pool. And of course, for those of you who are unaware, we now have a new faction. Well, of course, the Vikings, Crusaders, Warlocks, Pirates, Ninjas, and Druids all make a return in newer, stronger forms. Of course, doing some different things than you might remember. However, we also now have the seventh faction, the Undead faction, focused on raising zombies and messing around with the deceased, if you will. These guys are a lot of fun, bringing a brand new style of play into the game. One that, of course, can be tampered with and explored by all of the other factions as well, creating a large new pool of possibilities for all players to enjoy. And of course, with that, some favorites: Mordok, of course, returning in that faction here, Witch Doctor, Horseman, of course, cards you guys know, as well as some new ones: Skeletal Warrior here, the Necro Commander of Zethik, and of course, Norbon the Lich. Of course, these guys are very exciting in their own right, and I can't wait for you guys to try and play them out for yourselves here. But with that being said, what else is potentially new? We've talked about the cards briefly. Where can you put these cards? Okay, well, dumb question, as they obviously go in these various new decks. Of course, I mentioned this as I transition to bring up the awesome new deck UI for all of the players to enjoy here. Of course, you can customize these in a lot more ways than you could in the previous game by giving them these new deck boxes that come with the art of some of your favorite Cards and Castles cards, as well as, of course, customizing the castle, which you can do quickly, as you can see in this little screen right here. You can name the deck, put the castle to the deck, and of course leave them with some awesome box art, which we can explore more in just a bit. But while we're on the deck screen, I do want to make a quick note here for players who might be thinking to themselves, well, you have a lot of decks. Well, you actually start with 7 decks, completely free of charge here, from Sorcerer's Spellbook up to Lord of Thunder. These 7 decks you'll be able to play around and mess with when you are jumping into the game for the first time. And of course, they each feature amazing strategies and cards for you guys to explore and play around with, all of which are, I think, added to your collection right away. So if you guys want to even mix and match some of the decks here and create your own awesome strategies, or, you know, edit them how you see fit, you'll be free to do so in this new deck UI. And of course, where can you buy those new box arts that you saw right there before? Well, you can buy them in the new and updated shop that now appears in this game. Not only does it come with box arts that are new to CNC2, not only can you buy yourself silver and packs like you could in the first game, but you can also buy yourselves new icons, which of course are nice cosmetic ways to represent yourself inside of Cards and Castles matches. You can also buy bundles, which give you a bit more bang for your buck, throwing in a quick little collection of cool things you can pick up, from random cards to box arts to icons to even castles. These bundles are awesome. They come with great ways to further, again, your collection and grow a bit on the cosmetic side as well, if that's something that interests you. And before we leave the shop, as a bit of a shameless plug, we can, of course, enter some gift codes. And, of course, much like in the previous game, if you guys enter on in code RedMaster, as you see on the screen here, you, of course, are obligated to receive 5 free card packs at no extra charge to help you further along your growing collection in Cards and Castles 2. And of course, Cards and Castles keeps us well fed with brand new quest types, new quests to explore and mess around with, as well as more of them, introducing new seasonal quests which pander the week with more for you to do and give you guys some more incentives to try new strategies and play new styles that maybe you're unfamiliar with. Be sure to keep on these quests as often as you can. Of course, with the way the math works out, you could potentially earn a pack every other day if you play your cards right. But of course, I hear you tell me, you know, Red, you've shown us all these cool new features for Cards and Castles 2, and yeah, I hear you. But I know what you also want. You're probably telling to yourself right now, Red, we want to actually see the gameplay. We want to see where the matches take place. What brings Cards and Castles to a new level? Well, let's go ahead and show you. Well, here we are, the brand new Cards and Castles 2 board. Of course, a little different than what you might remember in Cards and Castles 1, for a bit of a cozier feel, so to speak, but one that works, I think, very, very well. Not to mention the brand new supply depots here on the map feature a secondary objective, which we haven't seen since the tower days of Cards and Castles 1, very, very long ago. But we can show you here the trade-off for this this new board size here, having a lot more places to spawn and place down units. As you can see here, we could play this card on any zone or any square on our side of the board here. However, we do have to deal with a bit of summoning sickness. We can't move and attack straight away, given how we could just pretty much spawn in attacking range of the opponent's castle. And as you can see, he's going to play down the books here to kind of block us. That is okay, because we can do a little bit of this. We can do a cheeky little diagonal attack. Now we're going to die here into a trade, but you know what? That's all right. This is just kind of to showcase how things are different and new. There is a more detailed game preview on the Cards and Castles channel, which I do recommend checking out after this video to give you guys more of a sense of how the gameplay is new. But also stick around to this channel because we will be making more content regarding the intricacies and the strategies of the Cards and Castles board. This is more so a quick guide to introduce you, and the other strategies in the board, I think, require their own separate video. So stick around, but if you want to learn more about that, be sure to check out the official Cards and Castles channel for a quick gameplay preview from the developer themselves as they go over everything that they've made and what is new from a gameplay perspective. Ooh, and here we are back in the main menu, as at this point I think I'm going to close out this video. I know a bit of a briefer one, but I want to keep it brief to highlight more of the important things and more of the exciting things for this game. There is a lot more to talk about, which I can go on for much longer about, things like the replay system, the drafting, and of course the matchmaking lobbies. But like I said, I want to keep this one brief for those who are, you know, just kind of getting into the fold again and exploring what Cards and Castles 2 has to offer, as this game is a lot of fun, and in my opinion, kind of even maybe surpasses Cards and Castles 1 in some elements. So if you want to experience the gameplay for yourself, feel free. Join us now over on Steam in Early Access, or if you are on mobile, November 4th, you'll be able to download this game on iOS and Android devices, where you can experience the same world we're experiencing here today. But until that time, folks, if you want more Cards and Castles content, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to share with your friends. And of course, subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already to the channel. It's the best way you can show your support here at no additional cost to you. That's been Cards and Castles 2, a highlight of everything that is new and exciting. And yeah, that'll be it for me for now. So, until next time, guys, stay gaming.